we are reviewing a new Korean drama that we are watching, and it is called
new drama.
It is called Touch Your Heart. So this is kind of like a new drama for Ahjuxue and I. It has 16 episodes. It airs Wednesday and Thursday. And you know, we all know The Last Empress is coming to an end. We will review about that when the ending does come out. But
yes,
this is kind of like our replacement for it. So we'll see how it turns out. We watched the first 2 episodes of it, so we're going to do some little review, talk about it. But before we jump into it, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of the synopsis and the characters, so you guys, for those who has not seen it, see it after this if you guys are going to go and watch it.
Yes.
So we start off, this is basically a romance story between a top actress who went on a downfall from a scandal, and she ends up with this prickly, like, kind of arrogant lawyer, and they solve things together, and they work together, and they fall in love through that.
Yes.
So, as you guys all know, I'm sure everybody is so happy for it, because it is Sunny and Kim Woo-bin from The Goblin, the Grim Reaper, and the Goblin's sister. But in a way, it's kind of like their story for us, how we see it. It's like their story in this one. And we get to see them because, you know, at the end of Goblin, they are reborn. They're reincarnated to new peoples. And she was kind of like an actress at the end of it. So this is basically kind of like a play off of that. So we get...
Besides that is the fact that it's also on TVN.
Yeah.
Who was the same people that
did Goblin.
Did Goblin. And the character designs themselves from attitude-wise to looks, it's pretty much identical to what Goblin has put out.
Yeah.
And because it works off of that, I think, you know, anybody who watched Goblin would be able to enjoy this, because you get that sense of feeling in their romance, in their dialogue of the romance.
Yeah. So, for characters, we get Yoon Ina. She plays... Her stage name is Oh Yoon Sol, and her real name is Oh Jin Sin. And she is a top actress who actually went down, her career went down because she got involved in the scandal with this, like, CEO's son.
Yes.
So in order to make her comeback, she wants this script really, really bad, but the writer is saying, in order for me to give you the script, you gotta go learn how to be in the law firm. So that's what she ends up wearing.
Because this script that she tries to get, the characters had, you know, the law, they deal with that in some way. So she has to learn that, and in that way she has to go and be an intern in a way to learn the law. Yeah.
And then we get Lee Dong-wook. He plays Kwang Jung-rook, and he is a workaholic lawyer. He always wins his case that he gets on, and he is like, his firm has a huge reputation off of him.
Yes.
Yeah. So she ends up being his secretary, and like, she just doesn't know how to do anything, and it just like bothers him.
Yeah. So she thought she was supposed to be getting an actual like job of learning, but instead she got to be a secretary, and she didn't think that was what she was supposed to be.
Yeah. And she has like no experience or anything like that. And the reason why she got this was the guy who plays Yoon Jung-kyung. He is the CEO of Always Law Firm. That's where Lee Dong-wook works at, and that's where the main girl, Oh Yoon-soo, she also becomes a secretary at.
Yes.
He is like a fan of Oh Yoon-soo, so he like accepts her, and he like goes around his little law firm to see who she would fit to work with, and he's all like, you know, let's give her to Jung-rook, and she could be his secretary. And he makes a deal with Jung-rook that just give her 3 months, she's gonna work with you, and you know, I'll give you a raise. And he's all like, okay, I'll accept it under one condition. If she quits, you cannot stop her.
Yeah.
So he goes, you know, so the CEO agrees with this. So Jung-rook was like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna annoy the shit out of her so that she leaves, so she gets off of my case.
Well, he before she comes, he does his own research on her. He investigates on her and stuff, finds out her real name, finds out her scandals and everything, and he figures that he creates a prejudice against her that he's like, oh, well, I know what type of person she is, and she's not in it to actually want to do it. She's just here to get the name that she came to learn this stuff.
Yeah.
And in reality, she is a hard worker who wants to be able to do a good job.
She's very naive.
And so, but then because she's very naive, then she gets tricked by a lot of people, and she's gullible. And so he starts off by being a very cold-hearted person and doesn't really do anything, doesn't give her any help, doesn't help her. And, you know, as time goes on, he opens up to her, and eventually they become a thing.
Yeah. So, like, the first episode more so, it's like her trying to, you know, get in there to be a good secretary, but, like, she messes up. She doesn't know how to forward his calls. She doesn't know how to make copy papers. She doesn't know how to do anything, and he's just, like, frustrated with her. And then the second episode, she kind of gets the hang of it,
yes.
And he starts to see a little thing about her. That, like, she's really naive, and people just kind of, like, talk about her because she's a celebrity, and she tells him, you know, she's gotten used to being a celebrity, you know, people chasing you, the scandals you go through, and all the hardship, and he starts to realize that she's not the person he researched about. So at the end of episode 2, he says to her, like, let's start all over.
Yeah.
And let's work together. Because he saw her potential.
Yes.
When he asked her to, you know, because before she became a celebrity, a star, she was actually studying into law. And then she dropped out of it. And so he actually got to see her talent. That when he gave her a case to work on, she was able to remember so well and all these stuff because she was doing mock trials when she was in college and all these research. And so he saw the potential in her. And he's just like, she just needs guidance to go the correct direction. And she needs to stand up for herself and not, like, listen to what people say to her.
Yeah. So this one's more like it's another romantic comedy. It has a lot of comedy in it, but it's a romance. The characters themselves seem to have they seem to have something that has to do with the two main characters' past, especially the main, like, side characters.
Yeah.
Whether that be for the main girl, her manager and her CEO, or the main guy with his former employment place.
Yeah. He has a friend. And another girl.
And another girl who he used to like, and she didn't like him, and she chose his friend. So there's a lot of backstory that we're going to get to see that causes the two characters to be the way they are now.
Yeah.
The part where he finally accepts her, it's kind of nice because it shows that, like, he's not dead inside.
Yeah.
You know, but he puts a facade because of what happened in the past. Yeah. So he, like, doesn't open up to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so so far we get to see a couple cameos in here, and we got who was it? Well, it says here that there's a lot of people cameoing in here that's going to be showing up.
Well, there's special appearances with that.
Yeah, there's special appearances, but there's, like, other people in here that are going to be involved in cases, and they're supposed to be, like, celebrities, and they're supposed to be, like, you know, all these stuff. So for the first episode, we got Jang Ki-young, who he appears as, like, the top star actor that apparently Oh Yoon-sung wants to act with.
Mm-hmm. And
so she's, like, imitating him and, like, descendants and stuff. So apparently that script is about lawyer. He's, like, this top lawyer, and she's also, like, a lawyer, but he's a military lawyer, and she wants it. She wants that role really bad. That's why she got thrown into working with Jung-rook.
Right.
Yeah, but so far it's hilarious. The first 2 episodes, we laugh about it because the people working at Always Law Firm, they're hilarious. Yes. And like, there's like the mama's boy, and there's like the other lady who she was a ghost and goblin. And then there was like the paralegal who looks like a serial killer working with them. And then there's like the older lady who's kind of like a little bit tough, and the CEO, he's always like, oh, I'm a fan of you. And then the receptionist lady, she's just hilarious. So they have this little crew, and they're hilarious. They're like our main characters.
They're very animated. Yeah. Like the way that the characters are, they are like, they're not your typical like side characters where they're just kind of like, say my lines, done. They leave like a funny impression for the story, which is nice.
Yeah. So yeah, we do really enjoy it, and we do look forward to see how this drama will turn out. We're kind of like interest between both of their pasts of like what's going on, and why, like, you know, because all of a sudden, like, when he got to realize how smart she is in a certain way, he's all like, I'm taking you with me when I go meet my clients and stuff like that. You're going to do more than sit here and make copies and answer phones. So.
Right, which we do see in the preview for the next episode that he starts having her do that, and she like immediately starts remembering stuff.
Yeah.
So things are about to start to pick up in the drama after 2 episodes. These first 2 episodes really just like set up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is it for the review for Touch Your Heart. And if you guys have not seen it, we do recommend it. If you guys seen Goblin, it's the Grim Reaper and the Goblin's sister. That's what we call them. It's their story, and we get to see them again together. And so far it is good, and it's hilarious. It has its funny stuff in there, and hope you guys give it a shot.
Yeah, definitely.
And we will see you guys when this drama ends, and we will review the ending with you guys.
Yep.
All right.
All right, guys.
Bye.